And then in verse 7, it's interesting the way he comes across now, and almost like he's changing the way he's looking at the knowledge of God. It says, where can I go from your spirit? Wow, he's just saying how God's just everywhere and it's wonderful. Is he really? He says, or where can I flee from your presence? The idea here is that David has suddenly realized, in all of God's glory, he's thinking to himself, wow, this is wonderful. I mean, my enemies are chasing me, and yet at the same time, God is always with me. And he said, whoa, wait a minute. You know my every thought? You know my every deed? You know what I'm going to do before I even do it? That's kind of scary, God. And he says, where can I go? Where can I flee? Where can I find freedom from this? And he goes on to say, if I ascend to heaven, and what he means by this is really the stars, if I go up the furthest north that I can go, you are there. If I go down to Sheol, the grave, the furthest south, you might say I can go, the furthest down deep into the earth I can go, you are there. If I take the wings of the dawn is in the east. If I dwell in the remotest part of the sea, the Mediterranean Sea was to the west, and so it's the furthest west. And what he's saying here, if I go up, go down, furthest east, west, it doesn't matter. You are always there. I remember the story that one of my favorite all-time preachers of God's Word, Ron Dunn, tells in one of his books about his son committing suicide. His son had depression problems, bipolar problems,